Colorado Springs City Council preparing to make some changes to the way that short-term rentals are regulated in the city. News 5's Andy Cohen continues his coverage tonight. A closer look at the new restrictions and reaction from both sides of this issue. Andy, good evening.
Yeah, Rob, City Council is considering a new limit to the number of guests that can stay in a home and also another limit on the number of houses that could be used as a short-term rental in a given neighborhood. City Council wants to address situations like this. A large tour bus dropped off dozens of guests at this short-term rental in Arendale. Planning Commission ruled last week that the owner violated city code, but they did not revoke her permit. The new occupancy limit would cap the total number of guests at 2 per bedroom plus 2 for a pull-out sofa.
If you have a 4-bedroom house, the most you can rent it out for is 10 people.
The other proposal, a density limit, has drawn the most disagreement. The Neighborhood Preservation Alliance, a grassroots group of homeowners, supports the idea because they don't want neighborhoods overrun with short-term rentals.
What we've been asking the City Council to consider is treating especially the non-owner occupied short-term rentals as bed and breakfast, because that's essentially what's going on, minus the breakfast.
But the Colorado Springs Short-Term Rental Alliance, a grassroots group of rental property owners, thinks that council should let the market decide how many rentals there are. And they tell us the number dropped since last year.
So we've had a 31% reduction since we had our meeting last October. Yet now they're pushing even harder for a cap and for restrictions.
Enforcing either new rule could be a challenge considering how few homeowners have actually applied for permits to rent out their homes. Based on third-party estimates, slightly more than half of all the listings in the Springs are actually in compliance. City Council is expected to vote on the new occupancy restrictions tomorrow. However, Councilman Knight told us that a vote on those density restrictions might not happen until next month. Always watching out for you, Colorado Springs. Andy Cohen, News 5.
Andy, we'll